Andreva, amigo. It's gonna be, if you wanna have it, who's it gonna be? Who can hold on? Come on, Athens!
Joining in with some live action here in the second of 4 heats of elite men. Workout labeled WOD 2, it's Helen. And they're right at the end. The winner in this heat. Time of about 10:05. 4 other guys finishing, 5, 6, 7 other guys finishing. Holy cow. 7 or 8 finishers. All within 10 seconds or so. They're right at the end. So just over 10 minutes. You see some of the finishers here on the ground. It's going to be a good score on this one. Throw the workout up for you there. Helen. See the bikes on the floor, see the kettlebells, and then you can see the athletes doing the bar muscle-ups. 3 rounds, 12-minute time cap. Got some more finishers coming across the line. The air bike, the kettlebell swing. Kettlebell swing's one of those things that some people are hesitant to program in competition, but the athletes throughout the day in all divisions have been moving super well on this. If you're just joining us, this is the 2024, Athens Throwdown inside the Falira Olympic Hall in Athens, Greece. My name is Brian Friend. We've been bringing you as much of the elite action as we can. 32 lanes on this rig. 32 lanes on this rig. It's incredibly difficult to film it all, so we're trying our best. The athletes were reseated after yesterday. There's over 100 athletes in the men's field. 4 heats of 32 lanes. 128 athletes were registered. Not all of them showed up. But still nearly have 4 lanes full. 20 seconds to the cap. See if we can get any of these guys across the line. Hands up for all of them. Last couple bar muscle ups. The top 64 athletes will be coming up in the next 2 heats. Very efficient. They run competition here. You see the judges in full uniform. A lot of people get shirts when they judge. The shorts is a nice touch. Nice, comfortable sleeping short material. Top score, about 10:05, and several other athletes finishing right after that. We're going to make our way down to lane number 1. Where the athletes enter the floor. They enter on lane 1 and exit on lane 32. It's this hall is really big and nice and allows for a flow of traffic and equipment very practically for a competition like this. It's trying to get the nearly 1,200 athletes who showed up on site through a competition day that starts around 8 in the morning and ends around 9:30 at night here on Saturday, the middle day of competition. So the men are taking the floor. This is, again, the second to last heat. These are not the top guys, but they are certainly talented. We'll let them get situated, and then we'll run through the lineup. Nico there, I saw him up in Finland. Ayer out of Iceland is right behind him. Orjan there with the jacket on. Worked out with him earlier today, actually. Did the previous workout with him. One of the competition organizers for the Eurasia Throwdown, a competition we worked earlier this year. Athletes are all getting organized here. Well, we know they're going to spend a little bit of time on the bike.
Number 11, Egil Gustafsson. Lane number 12, Nico Raikkonen. 13, Alessandro Lugarra. Number 14,
we'll run through all the athletes once they get on the bike. Give you a shot of their faces before they're sweaty and grimacing.
Number 17, Francesco Motta. 18, Marcin Siemens.
Always fun to watch how the athletes go through their process of taking the floor. Obviously, setting the bikes is going to be a little fall series throwdown shirt there. We were there last December. Planning to be back there this December. A great competition in Milan, the longest running competition in Italy,
number
as far as I
25,
know.
and Tonis Apostolopoulos. Lane number 26, Daniel Zakacheski. 27, Renato De Genaro. Lane number 28, Vasilis Batis. Lane number 21, we have Francesco Assaro. Number 30, entering Lane 31.
Kettlebells are set. Some of them are chalk bikes, positions, fist bumps between judges and athletes.
90 seconds.
Oh man, 90 seconds to go.
Thought we were
a little closer than that. That's all right. Put the workout back up there for you. Just a reminder of what we're doing.
Tony, μπορούν να
πετυχούν
με τις αυτότητες τους για να τις συλλέξουν. Επαναλαμβάνω, 2 προσωπικές κάρτες.
Kettlebells will advance down the floor into those 3 sections that we see between them in the rig, rounds 1, 2, and 3, progressively getting closer. And then they'll face out towards the bikes for 3 sets of 9 bar muscle ups.
20 seconds.
20 seconds to start time. Heat 3 of 4 for the elite men. This is their second time on the competition floor today. 2 scores on the side of it with the dumbbell thruster, burpee, and handstand hold. And they'll be back around 9 o'clock tonight for the finale of day number 2. They are the last division to start. Started around noon and end around 9 o'clock. All right. Lane 1, Andreas Mavridis, black shirt. Lane 2, Moreno Ucheda. Lane 3, Orjan Yaziki. Lane 4, Matteo Ricci. Lane 5, Gabriel Apostolescu. Lane 6, Alex Hernandez Segarra. Lane 7, it's in Greek, I'm not sure. Lane 8, Krzysztof Bielinski. Lane 9, Krzysztof Sibiki. Lane 10, Anastasios Barkalos. Lane 11, Ayur Bjorn Gunsteinstein. Lane 12, Nico Rakotin. Lane 13, Alessio Ugara. Oh man. Apologize. Lane 14 and 15 cut off. Lane 16, Nikos. Lane 17, Francesco Mota. Lane 18, Martin Sivas. Wow. Lane 19, Federico Gentile. Lane 20, Federico Monfrini. Lane 21, Lorenzo Leslie. Lane 22, Michelle Santoli. Lane 23, Isaac Vide Chao. Lane 24, Yogos Kakoliris. Lane 25, Antonio Sapasto Lopoulos. Oof. Lane 26, Daniel Zashevsky. Lane 27, Roberto de Ganiero. Lane 28, Vasilisis Basmatsidis. Lane 29, Francesco Asaro. Lane 30 is in Greek. Lane 31, Isako Martufi. And lane 32, Joe Davies. Of course, Joe Davies. Joe, one of the first few athletes off the bike. Pretty much all of them are now on that first set of kettlebell swings. Watch this workout all day long. Masters, teenagers. Women did it earlier. And the round 2 is where you see the separation. Round 3 is where you see who made the mistakes. The grip adds up. The last set of gymnastics can be a roadblock for some, but... Oh, and there we go. Lane 27 is going to be the early leader. Roberto De Gennaro. Black shorts, black socks, and that left arm's almost a full sleeve on the tattoo. First to the bar muscle ups. We're approaching the 3-minute mark, and he's, I believe, got 2 reps to go. So he's on pace through 1 round for a 9-minute round. We saw 10:05 win it, and there he goes. Roberto De Gennaro. But he's got some company in the middle of the floor. Let's go check and see who it is. No chance of reading the lane number from there. All black, middle of the floor. Lane 17. Francesco Mota, right here in all black.
as you can feel.
One of the first two athletes back to the bike in round number 2. So we keep an eye on Roberto and Francesco there. Young man Nico Rakitin I was talking about here on the right, and there's
So there was about a couple of
Icelandic representative Ayer Bjorn Gunsteinsen on the left in the red shorts.
On this second round, waiting for Hannah. Francesco Mora has one and over there as well.
Hands are up for the leaders down here in lane number 9. Krzysztof Skibicki,
First hands for
one of the top 4 athletes, have his hand up in the air. Ayer as well, and now Nico. But I think that Francesco is poised to be one of our leaders.
Your current leader followed very closely by lane number 17.
Off the bike, 2 fingers in the air. And there he goes, first off the bike. He's got to move it forward. That's a mistake. That's not going to count. These are the top 4 athletes there. Joe Davies, far side of the floor, hanging tough. The guy in the white t-shirt down there, white long sleeve, his name's written in Greek. I'm not sure, and I apologize, I don't know what it is.
On the custom made for the 2 names of fitness. Time to beat, 10 minutes, 5 seconds.
3 more for Francesco, but he's not going to be first to the rig. It's Roberto again.
Here in the second round. As we can see, athletes approach to the ring. It is
Oh, and he comes off the rig. They'll jump back up again. Greek athlete in the white behind him. Those are the first 2 on the rig. Leaders are scattered across the floor, actually.
Roberto
Lane 9, Krzysztof is holding tough.
back on the line.
He's got 1 rep to go. Great t-shirt, fails it there.
Second.
And so it's going to be Francesco, Roberto,
in second place, and we can see over here 17. Francesco Monza, round number 3.
gentleman in the long white t-shirt,
I haven't seen a t-shirt like this since
Stavropoulos.
back in 2010.
Yeah, rocking the long sleeve gear. We used to see Austin Maliola wearing that back in the day. He is one of the leaders on the floor. Lane 27, Roberto, and then Francesco, middle of the floor. We're gonna cycle around here and see who comes off the bike first. There is Stavropoulos. Joe Davies outside floor, still holding a top 6 spot in the heat. We're just at the 7:30 mark. Again, 10 minutes is what we're kind of looking at as the top times to beat from the previous heat. And there were a bunch of guys just after that between 10:05 and 10:15. There's Stavropoulos, 400 meters to go, 500 for Joe, 400 here. And hands up, scattered across the floor, one even down weight in lane number 1. We're just gonna back up and get out of the way as they're gonna charge to these kettlebells for a final set of 18 swings and 9 bar muscle ups. You'll get a good view very soon here of just how dispersed the leaders are in this heat as they make their way off the bike. A couple of the guys will be closest to us, which is why we've chosen this side of the floor. Stavropoulos is the first one. Roberto, Francesco, still the top 3. There goes Davies, Krzysztof, See how the grip holds up here. We're just past the, just approaching, excuse me, the 9-minute mark. So not able to maintain that pace from the first round. Not really expected to either though. 2 more reps, 3 more reps. Fingers counting down for those top 5 athletes. Stavropoulos going to the bar. Roberto up first. Three reps to go. Middle of the floor, Francesco's. I know this is super wide shot. We got an athlete all the way down in lane 2 as well. 1 rep to go. I believe this is going to get the heat win right here. Yep. 9:45, 20 seconds better than the last heat. Stavropoulos comes off the bar. Davies with 2 reps to go. And we do have a finisher way down the other side of the floor. Francesco comes in 3rd. I'm not sure who that is on the far side of the floor. Middle of the floor, green take tops coming in. Joe Davies passing right in front of the screen there. Stavropoulos, this is what I was talking about. Really good for a long time, but hit the wall in this last set of muscle ups. High hitter gets across, and Stavropoulos out leg for another spot right there. I think it was lane number 2 that finished 2nd. Moreno Uccello. It's either him or Andreas Mavridis, I'm not sure. But Joe Davies, solid performance there.
As you can see, still a few athletes out there now. Lane number 20 going to be closing it down. Makes it look.
Gentlemen, no shirt on here. That is the heat winner right there. Bloody hands, no problem. Almost got ran over.
Πάμε λίγο παιδιά να κάνουμε φασαρία. Έχουμε ακόμα μερικούς αγωνιστές να βοηθούν και από μένουν 30 δεύτερα.
Francesco Mora.
Πάστε μου λίγο να βγάλω κάτι πάλι. Πάμε.
Great workout.
Make some noise, athletes!
All the athletes off the floor, I think, except for one.
And all of the athletes just about to close it out. There we have your final boys. Congratulations, your elite
Done. One more heat coming up. 9:45 is going to be the time to beat.
3, 2, 1, 5.
Amazing.
Και
9:54
in the beginning, but in the end,
Yeah. Second in the heat. Stefan.
not a single no reps. Amazing.
Yeah. Judge there is telling us great work, lane number 2. So second in that heat in 9:54 was Moreno Uccello. I believe it's him on the floor. That is Moreno right there. So it's one of 2 guys to finish under 10 minutes. 9:45, 9:54. Final heat of men are lined up and ready to go. Throw the workout up here once again as they're walking out. Top 32 men after yesterday. Of course, there's been some jostling for position with 2 scores already in the books. Even amongst the leaders, swap in the podium spots. We'll get to that in a second.
Done by
That's not the workout, excuse me. This is the workout. 12-minute time cap. Air Helen.
Of elite
3 rounds, 1,200 meters on the bike.
Heat 29.
18 kettlebell swings, 9-bar muscle up.
Lane 2, Daniel Saris. 3, Federico Giovannini. 4, Custodian Crisanto. 5,
Lane 1 right here,
Mateus
Henry Solier.
Sevinkovski. 6, John Ray Hernandez.
Daniel
7,
Saris.
Serafim Buras.
Lane
8,
3,
Finos
Federico
Dragonas. 9,
Giovanni.
Dimitris Fotiou. 10,
Lane 4,
Stavros
Chris.
Tsipakos.
Number 11,
Christoph.
Yorgos Morakis. 12, Haralabos Pavlidis. 13, Bartosz Yartsembowski.
Lane
14,
five back there,
Milos
Archer
Jovic.
Smacher,
15, Vasily
Stepankowski.
Sukulani. 16, Michel
John Ray
Papa.
Hernandez in
17,
9.
Antonis Bouradas.
White
18,
tank top there.
Tsiabras Christos.
Serafia
19,
Boras.
Dorde Duric. 20, Fidias Psilogeni. 21, Lapos
Dragonas.
22,
Lane number 8, the
Isaac
orange
Petridis.
shorts.
23, Chemkan Tunga.
Demetrius
24,
Fortu, lane number
Vasilis
9.
Arazis.
Right here
25,
on screen.
Dimitrios Velana.
Lane 10 walking towards us, Stavros.
Silas Joseph. 27,
And Yavin Yorgos. Morakis currently 10th place overall.
Kalpado. 29,
Haralambos Pavlidis
30,
currently in 11.
Claudio. 31, Panos Ografos.
Lane 13, Bartosz Jarzembowski.
Bob Koss.
Lane 14, Milos Jovac.
And you're
Currently in 8th place.
Coming in to this heat in third position.
Vasily Sukolani right here is currently 6th overall.
Miso Papak.
Miso Papak on 59 points is currently in 2nd. He's got no shirt on there. Antonios Barantes running away from us there. He's currently in 3rd overall on 61 points. And they're all trailing. Well, where is he? I don't even see him.
30 seconds.
Maybe it's him.
Λοιπόν, μπροστά μας έχουμε το πιο δυνατό
I think this is him, yeah.
και δεν
Okay.
ξεκινήσω
He's the overall leader of the competition, taking off the shirt. Diavros Christos, 58 points. 58, 59, and 61. These 3 guys right here, as close as it can be. Diavros giving Georgia Juric a handshake. Juric is in 4th place on 81 points. So a 20-point gap from the top 3 down to him. Fedios Philogeni, 7th overall, lane number 20 in the green shorts. Lampros, in 5th overall right here in front of you. Isaac Petridis.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let them get started and then we'll introduce you to the rest of the heat. Next to Isaac, you got Chemkan Tunga out of Turkey. Vasilis Arampatsis in the black tank top. Dimitris Velanos. Lida Schutz. Dinos Manolika. Boris Nalbansu. Yanis Chrisofis. Claudia Bellini. Eres Zograf. And Bob Julios Kos. Rounding out the heat, top heat of men taking on Air Helen. Round number 1, I expect most of them to get off at the same time, but let's go take a look at the leaders of the competition here. If we need to check in on some other guys, we absolutely will. Hand up for Vasilis there. Isak hands a hand up. Hands popping up for all these athletes. But top 3 guys are right here. Diablos on the right, Antonios in the middle, Miso Papak on the left. Occupying the podium spots, 20 points clear of the field right now. Georgia Juric, right side of 4 gray shorts in that 4th spot. He's trailing Boratas by 20. Ozzy and Herzegovina having a good showing so far with 2 of the top 4. 32 kilos on the kettlebell swing. First to the kettlebell in the salmon colored top there in blue shorts, lane 13, Bartosz Jarzembowski, currently 12th overall, and he will run to the pull-up bar first as well. Really haven't seen this before. He really must have hammered that fight. Still no one on the bar. That's 4 muscle ups for him. Juric is going to be second up. You see him on the right side of the screen. And now a bunch of other guys joining. But Bartosz set to have about a 2-minute and 40-second first round. 20 seconds faster than the split we saw from the top guys in the previous heat.
To start off his round number 2, Jablonski.
Δεύτερος Μπουραντάς στο ποδήλατο για τον δεύτερο γύρο.
Borantis is actually going to be second to the fight. Couple guys off camera to the left. Down there, it looks like lane 2 and 3. Daniel and Federico are in the mix, but a majority of the leaders for the heat are here in the middle of the floor. Everyone trailing Bartosz right now.
First round from various athletes as they start to work their through the second 1,000.
Haralampos in the black, Bartosz there in the salmon. Milošević, Vasily Sukulani, Miso Papak, Antonios Borantis. Overall leader currently is Avros Christos. Georgia Juric studying the bike of his neighbor. Very serious competition face for Georgia. Does not mess around out here. Ferios and Lampros in the 7 and 5 spot overall. Isak Patridis and Chamkan Tunga, two guys that we saw compete in Eurasia Throwdown. Hands up for some athletes, including Bartosz, Antonios, Vasily Sukulani, and their Georgia Juric as well. I believe it's going to be Bartosz once again. And you can see the pace kind of lessen there. A lot of athletes use this strategy of kind of coasting in the last 10 to 20 seconds on the bike.
Pushing on, but here comes the rest of the fleet.
Glancing down the floor, there's a few ones up in the air, but Bartosz maintaining the lead. Now he's going to make the same mistake that we saw last time from the leader of the previous heat. You got to get it.
7-second advantage.
A waste of rep there. Georgia Juric second.
But watch out because over there you can see.
Lane 5, Maciusz Stepankowski is hanging with these guys.
Once again, hunting him down.
With people off screen, he's the one that's doing the best. Watch out for Juric over there in the gray shorts. This seems like, first of all, a great event for him. And second, when we saw from Karen Frey that the experienced athletes can really capitalize in the back third of this workout. Bartosz is going to have about a 2-rep advantage over Juric here. The transitions for Bartosz have been very impressive, despite making that mistake earlier. Maciusz and Federico off screen are just getting set on their muscle up, so they'll actually be the 3rd and 4th guys on the bar. Sukulani, Borantis, Petridis, Vasily, both Sukulani's up there. Here comes Milos. Bartosz, underneath 6 minutes, is again off of the pull-up bar, looking fantastic. Juric, 1 rep to go. I'll give you a panning shot here. Borantis and Juric heading to the fight. And all the way over here, we have 2 other athletes doing the same. Let's go check in on them.
And you've got a battle of the Greeks over here in lanes number 19, 17,
Lane 5, Maciusz Stepankowski.
As it is on.
And lane number 3, Federico Giovanni. These guys are in the top 5 right now for this workout. There's Spiros Dragonas getting back on the bike. Demetrius Voitrus.
This one the second on, also over here in number 19,
Stavros, Yorgos, Haralampos, and Bartosz continuing to lead. Hand up. First hand up on the floor for Bartosz. Milos, Sukulani, Papak, Borantis deep in the paint cave.
500 meters for lane 13.
Antonios Borantis basically gave away a ton of points on the handstand hold. Outside of the handstand hold, where he got, I think, 28.
Only 200 meters
He's like half of his points were accumulated on that. In terms of the capacity of fitness, he has been the best so far. He's making a move in this workout also. He was not in the equation in round 1. All the way up into a tie for second in round 2. And now that we're heading into the final round,
Who's it gonna be?
let's see if he's able to catch Bartosz Jarzembowski, who's been the leader, made a move early and so far has been able to hold on in his first off again. Whoa, those legs looking a little wobbly. Nobody else off the bike. And now it's George Juric getting a little chalk. Federico
for your leader.
and Maciusz as well.
Is on a mission. So it is
Done.
down to the muscle ups. There he goes, going up to the ring in the orange.
He pauses for some chalk here. Juric right side of the floor. Oh my goodness. Federico heading to the ring. Mateusz heading to the ring. Juric heading to the ring. Bartosz still hanging on. 2 reps to go. Juric and Federico are the next 2 guys up. 2 reps to go. Bartosz is now off of the rig. We're at the 9:11 mark. 9:45, 9:54 were the top 2 scores from the previous heat. And Bartosz Jarzembowski is going to log the event win from start to finish. Now keep an eye on the outside of the floor. There he comes. Federico Giovanni, second in the heat. And a lot of guys are dropping here. It's going to be wide open sprint to the finish. There comes George Juric. There comes Stavros. No, Miso Papak, excuse me. Mateusz is going to do him a favor. Milos gets in. Vasilis gets in. I have to check who that is on there. More finishers coming across. Vorantis and Stavros stuck on the rig. Vorantis now does come across. He's going to be about 8th or 9th. And the overall leader is being left behind. More finishers are coming in. Here comes Isak Petronidis. Bob Julius gets in. Stavros is still on the rig. This is the overall leader of the competition. Avrampos gets in. Spiros Dragonis. And wow.
90 seconds.
Stavros left side on the last rep. Came in as a leader and totally implodes on the last round of the muscle ups. You see the litany of bodies laying across the floor. Miso Papak right there might be the overall leader after that one.
Για πάμε λίγο μια δυνατή φωνή για όλο το hit. Δώστε το λίγο ηλεκτροκρότημα.